And according to 3 networks in the AP, we have now won the Nevada caucus.
As the Nevada caucus results continued to pour in, Bernie Sanders was declared the winner early on in the night with a commanding lead over his closest competitor. Despite his lack of support from the powerful Culinary Workers Union, he managed to corral much of the Latino vote, which makes up roughly 30% of the Silver State. Political observers say don't forget that huge Latino endorsement he received early on.
While AOC may be young and a freshman in Congress, she is very popular. She does have a significant base of support. That was the most significant endorsement of this cycle.
Former Vice President Joe Biden placed a distant second, but still enough to give him the legs he desperately needed to move on to South Carolina, where polls show he's hanging on to a narrow lead ahead of Sanders, at least for the moment.
Now we're going on to South Carolina and win, and then we're going to take this back.
With precincts reporting throughout the night, Mayor Pete, who had the lead in delegates going into Nevada, landed in the middle of the pack, as did Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and billionaire Tom Steyer. Fellow billionaire and former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg was not on the ballot in Nevada, but is getting ready to compete starting March 3rd.
But it's about who has the resources to compete on Super Tuesday. Enter Michael Bloomberg. Bloomberg is the wild card for Super Tuesday and could upend the race.
The question remains, can the 78-year-old self-described Democratic socialist maintain his winning momentum through South Carolina, Super Tuesday, and beyond? And how long can candidates like Pete Buttigieg, Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, Tulsi Gabbard, and others stay in the race? Warren, in particular, has dwindling resources and recently reversed her stance on super PACs, saying she would now accept their support. Analysts say it's only a matter of time before we'll see more candidates dropping out.
The field will narrow. I believe at one point we had over 20 candidates filed and running for president. This thing will get down to a handful by the time Super Tuesday rolls around in just a few weeks.
But the next stop is South Carolina and the first contest in the South, where nearly 30% of the population is black, and candidates will be fighting hard to do well in the black community.